Good morning. This is the update for March 18th. As you can see, I'm still alive. It was a dark and stormy night since the last time we spoke. We got up around 9 o'clock. Dawn is around 7:30, 8 o'clock. We went to, we hiked up the trail a little bit. Everything is wet. Everything was wet. Everything was wet. And we decided to go down to the Linfoot Inn and with just the water bottles, and it was a half mile to a mile down the road, down a side trail, and camel up. We came back. I continued for another 2 miles. Edwin Letard from Baton Rouge, he went on without me, which is good. He needed to, because I was, I got to the first flat, open place with good rocks and stuff, and I stopped, since I had water, I made a lunch, brewed some tea. I spread everything out to dry, and when it was all dry, I packed up and came on down. I'm sitting in the Black Gap shelter where I spent the night last night. Wind was roaring, but it wasn't that cold until 5:30, where the wind stopped roaring, and it got really cold. But it was okay. I was kind of the first one up and moving, and it looks like I may be the last one in camp, because the spring is over the hill and down a quarter mile at least, and it's just straight down. So it's a hike coming back up, and I did it this morning without to warm up my blood, and without any water being carried, and without stopping and in the springs and pouring water. So my hands. So I'm waiting until I feel that my hands will be able to survive the chilling punishment of that water. And when I get back up here, I'm going to shave. I've got my stove over there. I don't mind waiting a little bit. I'll shave up, and by that time it should be supposed to be a nice day, and this should be the coldest night, for a week or so. I came into camp a lot stronger than I came into camp last night. Of course, I only did 2 miles plus that, other mile and back down, but I went down that other mile and back without a pack. So, meeting people, seeing things. The reason I haven't been including pictures of aminals, quite honestly, we haven't had that many birds. I can hear a bird whistling right now. We had a lot of squirrels around the lodge, and I've seen some bear sign. I've seen some deer scat. But this trail is getting 40, 50 people a day, passing. So, if they, I guess that's a lot of human sign right now. So I don't know that that's a wonderful thing. Today I will be making it up to Springer Mountain, and I will take a scenery shot from there, which will probably be my shot for the day. Do a panoramic and show the signs. Now, admittedly, this is I've been on a couple mountaintops, and it's not, with the trees, I can see the vista through the trees, but this is not going to be a dramatic scenery type of a trail, it looks like, because once these trees get leaves, and the thorn bushes and other bushes, undergrowth leaf out, it's just going to be a tunnel of green, or a green tunnel, except that in my mind, that's already been used by I-64 going from Richmond to the Hampton Roads area. So anyway, this is my morning. It was, like I said, bitter cold, but at the same time, sleeping through a lot of the bitter cold, which interesting. But I didn't feel like I had frostbite this morning, which was a good thing. I've learned a couple of things about bundling with my poncho, and again we were on wood and separated from the ground. Although that did allow air to get up underneath, at least I wasn't conducting the coolth from the ground. So I'm mostly packed up. I just need to go, like I said, across the way, go down and get some water, filter some water, and then bring it back up, heat some water for shaving, and head on up the trail. If I stay at the Springer Shelter tonight, that's about 1.7 miles away, but it's all uphill. Well, okay, it's 1.5 uphill to the peak, or 1.4 to the peak, and then 0.3 on the other side. Mostly, I mean downhill on the other side, but downhill is when my right butt cheek has been hurting. But I'm carrying a day's less of food, although I will be cameling up and carrying a full day of water. Don't want to get caught like that again. Although on the other side, for a while, we're going to be paralleling creeks and stuff and have fairly decent water chances on the other side of Springer Mountain. That actually has been my weakness this trip so far is that water thing, either it raining on me and getting wet, or not having enough water during a rainstorm. That was just funny. All right, and once more into the breach, my friends. All right, bye.